Hey everyone, welcome back or welcome aboard. This is Prepare to Go There, and I get to make vlogs to tell you how I am trying to value a lifestyle of preparation. I kind of forgot what I was going to say here. Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. My name is Peter and this is Prepare to Go There. Today I'm going to be tackling a fun topic kind of in the productivity space, but it's basically the 5 areas that I like to organize and then the 5 tools that help me do it. As you first get started, you're trying to figure out, how do I keep track of my life and how am I going to keep track of the things that keep track of my life? And that can be pretty difficult. The second thing is, which tool is going to help you manage your life? And I think that that's a myth, because there's not one tool to manage everything, because your life is not just one big thing, it's actually a combination of many things. And so it's more about finding a framework that will fit all of these pieces into your life. As an example, think of your own body, right? It's more than just circulation or breathing or thinking. There are different parts, different systems that are all pulled together, and that's amazing. And so in the way we approach productivity or just organizing our lives, we need to be open to a combination of areas that we need to keep tabs on. So basically all of this is going to be in 2 parts. It is both analog and digital. So the first piece is always going to be on paper. And I think there's value to putting your thoughts out there and figuring things out, even if you're just doodling pictures, or if you're mind mapping, or if you're journaling. And then after that, once you have a clear picture of what you're going for, now it's time to make it happen. And I think all of the collaborative tools in our digital world really help with that. So it's both and, it's not one or the other. We're gonna go over to my sketchbook and I'm gonna kind of doodle through the framework, hopefully so you can see how it would apply to you. We're always looking for the perfect tool, and when it's not perfect or when there are holes in that system, then we try to replace it with another and another and another and another, and it doesn't work. So I just want to caution you and say, don't waste time looking for the perfect tool, but focus more on a framework. A framework is a system that's going to continue whether you use one system or another. It doesn't matter. The work and the value that you've created so far is just going to move with you through that framework. And then also realize that this framework is designed to help you build a workflow, not a workout, right? Instead of making things harder on yourself, you want to make things easier on yourself. And so what I like to imagine is the 5 systems that are actually being involved in most of our productivity stuff, right? So there's the knowledge base, and that's like a whole system that you need to have organized. And there are pros and cons when organizing your notes. And so have something that will help you keep track of your knowledge base, and know that your knowledge base is everything that you're learning and everything that you're creating. It is the ultimate paper trail of what's going on in life. And so that's really helpful and useful. Most of the time it's going to be personal in nature, and then it's going to drive all of the things you're a part of. And then you're actually working on stuff. You're working on projects. You're creating content. You're picking up files along the way, files and folders galore, right? And so you're going to have a way to manage all that media. And what I have found is that you can't just dump it all into something like Evernote because of the storage and all that. And it's not accessible to everyone. And so you're actually using a different tool that has strengths in that area. And then it's not enough just to have the content. You got to be managing the projects that are creating those pieces of content or pushing those tasks forward. And so you need another system that's going to help you with projects. And then the projects are great, but what about you personally? How are you keeping track of your time, your commitments, where you need to be? And then finally, when you're in the day-to-day, how are you staying focused? How are you monitoring and moderating where you are and what you do based on your energy levels and the different moods or the different work modes that you are experiencing? And so think of these systems. These systems are really important to say, do I have a way to manage knowledge, my knowledge base? Do I have a way to manage content? Do I have a way to manage projects? Do I have a way to manage time? Do I have a way to manage my focus, my energy? And so that's why I really encourage you to work on yourself, because working on yourself is a full-time job. And it's not fun. It's not noticed. People they're not checking up on you because it's you. You have to do this yourself. If you are not working on yourself, no one else will. Now, if you have parents, guardians, mentors, people that care about you, they could be a part of this process, but only supplemental. And the older you get, hopefully the more mature you're becoming as well. And so even that is going to taper off over time. And the reason you want to work on yourself is not to become selfish, but actually to become more and more selfless, because you're giving yourself away. You're learning the value of giving yourself away. And that is a really rewarding and fulfilling way to live. When you learn how to give more value, that's why you want to work on yourself, because you want to be able to have more to give down the road. So, this is all about Prepare to Go There. These are the systems that I think are important, but I want to show you now some of the tools that actually help me get there. So these are 5 tools that help me stay organized across this spectrum of management systems, so to speak. So the first one, I'm going to start in reverse order. How do I manage my focus? Journaling. Yes, I have to unplug. I have to get focused, and I have to keep track of myself, and it helps me manage my energy levels, helps me manage my focus, and every day I'm journaling what I need to be doing, how things are going, things that are coming up, and it's just helping me stabilize the day so that way I can stay focused on what's important. Now that gets informed, and that will be connected to a planning system that's helping me work on my time. And I use a digital calendar for that. I use Google Calendar for now, but I've tried other things like Woven, and there's some other really cool stuff out there. But regardless, use a digital calendar to manage your time, your commitments. And what's really cool is to create rhythms and routines that'll let you batch work and give you a big boost in your output. And then from there, that's kind of leaning into the projects. And I use Asana right now. There's other great tools out there, but Asana is the one I'm currently in. I love it. I love the boards that you can use. And I use this because it's the same tool that my entire team is on. So I can set my own projects, and then I can make projects with them. And then I'm using Asana not just to think about projects on a kind of a down, low to the ground level, like what do I need to do today, but I'm actually building kind of a 3D project approach where I start with the goals, and then that gets broken down into projects, and then those projects get broken down into the tasks. So it's actually a long game as well. And then all those files, all those folders, they're getting organized in a collaborative space like Google Drive. And that's where we're working on files and keeping track of files for everyone. And then personally, kind of running behind the scenes, I have my own knowledge base tool, notes galore, Evernote, and I love Evernote. It still has some of the best features in this space. I've been a power user for a few years. I'm thankful that they're having a bit of a comeback, and I'm very interested in seeing where that goes. But regardless, you need some sort of note-taking system that helps you organize what you're working on. All of that's going to get backed up into hard drives, and honestly, this is probably the tool I need to upgrade the most right now, because everything is just going to keep flowing further down here. So I was trying to give you a little bit of strategy and now some tactics. How are you going to manage each of these systems? So let me just add this in real quick. For me, the best way I have found to do this is just to organize things by year. And then as I'm working through each of these systems, I'm just going to organize them into quarters. And then from there, I'm going to focus on pretty much what's active, and then different areas. And then, all of that is going to end up in archives. So that's pretty much the direction that things are going to take. And just kind of have a junk drawer, so to speak, and just all the files you're working on at that time. But it's got to be untangled into better categories, and then that is going to end up still in that quarter one way, and then it'll follow suit. So just to recap, paper and digital, that's good. Don't just look for one tool. It's going to waste time. Start focusing on a framework that will actually fuse all of these areas together, and start working on systems that will help you organize or manage your notes, your media, your projects, your time, and your focus. Keep working on yourself so you can give more of it away, and stay encouraged. Prepare to go there. Thanks so much, guys.